Bobby Witt Jr. just won another gold glove, and you guys are obsessed with him. You keep asking me to do a how to break in your baseball glove like Bobby Witt Jr. And guess what? This is how to break in your baseball glove like Bobby Witt Jr. You're welcome. But there's actually something interesting about his glove, so hang on. Wilson has actually done a really good job at updating small parts of the glove. So rather than being like big, flashy, here's this crazy new glove, they make minor changes and minor improvements. This one is really cool. I'm a big fan, but we'll get to that later. Here's the plan. For one, we need to break in the A2000 Bobby Witt, just like Bobby Witt. That's the video. And then for two, we need to compare this A2000 to this A2K. They're basically the same exact glove. I'm gonna talk about that more. For 3Z, we need to pick an actual winner. Do we like the A2K glove? Do we like the A2000? You might think A2K because it costs more, but guess what? The A2000 Bobby Witt break-in, it feels really good. Speaking of which, I already broke it in like him, which means I'm from the future, so let's go back a couple days. Cut to... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the glove room. There's a lot of gloves in here. I already mentioned this, but today we have two main gloves. This is the Bobby Witt Jr. glove. Yes, I think it looks good. Not gonna lie though, I don't like this thing. Looks childish. And then we have the red, navy, and white Wilson 1724. Really the only difference between these gloves is that this has super skin all over the back and it is an A2K. And then this one, it's, you know, leather and it's an A2000. Yes, I'm comparing these and you have to keep in mind, like more players use an A2000 in the MLB than an A2K. The difference between the A2K and the A2000 shouldn't be that major. They're both supposed to be like MLB level gloves. So if one is better or worse than the other, it's because it's better. So if the A2K is better, it's not because, oh, it's just more expensive. It's just a better glove. The A2000 is better. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. This is confusing. Just listen to me. When it comes to the actual break-in itself, it went very smoothly. Actually, too smoothly because the break-in was so ridiculously easy, it's concerning. We break these in pretty often and they are extremely, extremely soft. Some of them are extremely, extremely, extremely soft, and then other ones are just soft, like really soft. So, point is, I think this one's just really soft. It's not the crazy mushy kind, so that's a good thing for Wilson. You gotta keep your eye out. A lot of A2000s are varying in quality like a ton. It's kind of a scary thing to buy an A2000 because you don't know if you're getting like a kind of soft one or a ridiculously soft one. Or maybe it's a slightly older A2000, so it's way stiffer than like these are. It's confusing. But anyway, I do want to explain that the break-in itself went good. It was a good break-in. We did the normal water on the glove. It took the water great, no problem. We did our normal mallet work. Great glove, easy break-in, like I said, very smooth. And then of course we shaped it before hanging it up to let it dry. And now we are here. I have not woken this up yet, so it is still stiff as heck. We're gonna wake it up together in just a little bit. We're gonna condition and everything. And then we're gonna go actually do a comparison. We're gonna get on the field, have some fun, take some ground balls, and decide which glove we think is better. Now, I wanna mention, how do we figure out how he breaks in the glove? Well, I just FaceTimed Bobby Witt Jr. I'm just kidding. I did ask him if he wanted to do that. And there was no response. He either didn't see the message or he saw the message and thought, this guy's a dork. What I'm trying to say is, I just look at a bunch of pictures, even videos, find out how he shapes the glove, how he wears the glove, how he even just like closes the glove, and then I relay it to you guys. So let me know who you want us to do next. Comment, you know, whether it's a big league or college kid, tell me who you want. Enough yapping, the actual break-in itself, let's talk about it. Bobby Witt Jr. has a flared thumb, and just keep in mind, this is kind of what it looks like. It's not curled a ton, it just kind of goes open and out that way. His pinky is pretty dang straight. From everything I can tell, he keeps a straight pinky. The fingers themselves are rolled. You can tell a lot because if your pinky is straight here, the fingers will be rolled if it kind of bows out back here, and it does. Bows out. I feel like bows is probably the right word. Point is, rolled fingers, straight pinky, flared thumb. Now, if you're paying attention, you'll see these fingers are very tight. Look at this. Tight fingers. Yes, he definitely tightens the fingers. It's either because he likes tight fingers, or as the glove just breaks in more, the finger laces stretch out, and naturally, like most MLB players at one point start tightening their fingers to maintain some stiffness. I bet that's all it is. Wilson is known for having bad laces. They probably just kept stretching. And so his glove, I've seen it in pictures, looks like this, where he obviously, like, the knot is down here, but he just keeps pulling on it. So anyway, that's what Bobby does. But how does he actually wear it? Because this matters a ton. He goes 2 in the pinky and his finger is out, but you have to notice it's not out on the middle finger. It's not out on the index finger. It's actually just out right in the middle. And to be honest, it feels fantastic. I love this break-in so far. It feels amazing. It is like 2-hinge, so it's gonna close like that. Huge fan so far. Love it. Might even love it more than my own break-in on the same shape, same pattern. So this is the BWJ7 and this is the 1724. These are 100% the same glove. They are the same shape and same pattern. The 1724 is the Bobby Witt Jr. The Bobby Witt Jr. is the 1724. Now I do need to actually wake this glove up, but before I do that, I have to show you the new technology that's in the 1724 and in the Bobby Witt Jr. Because there's something about this glove that's like literally different. It's new technology technically, but it's actually something is missing in this glove that is in a normal glove. It's really hard to see like with the camera. I'll try to describe it as best I can. All right, everybody lock in. A normal glove has finger dividers right here and over here, so that when your fingers are actually in the glove, there's something dividing. Okay, so this is the 1724 / the Bobby Witt glove. This is the pinky over here, this is the ring finger, and then this is the middle and index. And there is no finger divider between the middle and the index. That's the big thing. Hopefully you can at least kind of see that. My point is, there's nothing underneath here, so let's be clear. My 2 fingers right here are touching. I can swing them back and forth like this in the glove. You normally couldn't do that because there's a divider. Normally, if you like putting your finger out right here, when you do that, it creates a little bit of a bubble down here because you're pushing the divider down into the palm. Not like the biggest deal in the world, to be honest, but Wilson wanted to get rid of that. So they took the divider out. So now if you put your finger there, you can push it down, but you don't have that same bubble in there. It does work. I think it's cool. It's not going to magically make you better, but it's a small detail that I love because I don't know, I think we want glove companies to look at small details. That should be like their job and focus. So when it comes to new technology, that's what both of these gloves have. That's cool, I'm a fan. It is comfortable. You can feel it like on your finger. It makes it feel like a finger pad rather than just kind of like putting it down on top of it. It feels super smooth. I've just been yapping too much. Let's go wake up the glove and then condition it and then actually use them and catch balls and whatnot. All right, the glove has been woken up. It looks good, it feels good. I conditioned it. By the way, some homemade Ball Glove King conditioner, no biggie. I feel like we need to acknowledge the fact that Quidditch is the worst sport in human history. Wizard history? I don't know. Somebody pointed out to me that like you could have an amazing game, score a bunch of goals, but then if a little kid catches the little ball with wings, it doesn't matter how good you did, the game is just over. That just doesn't make sense. Let's go play baseball. Back to the future. We don't have to use it. Sorry. We're officially back at Midwest. By the way, thank you Midwest Sports Training. Beautiful facility or whatever. What we need to do is very simple. We need to play with these gloves, have fun with them, and decide which one we think is better. But before that, the most important thing of my... throw that at me. Okay, well, all I was saying was I really like the pop test. It's fun. We're gonna see which glove is the loudest, and guess what? Pop test indoors, it's very loud. So let's go. Who wants to play catch? Switching to iPhone footage, the iPhone itself has more realistic audio, so it helps for the pop test. Starting with the Pop King. A 44 Pro is just really loud, so. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, I'm going to our red and blue A2K. That was a good start. I would say, I mean, it had more consistent pops for sure. All right, the Bobby Witt. It's like the leather is too soft. That is so loud. What in the world? So we're definitely gonna have to test that too because that glove is just louder. Here, I don't know. This A2000 is really soft, like really soft. Oh, hey, that had some crack to it, but like everything I'm catching is just like silent. All right, let me revisit our 44. Oh, okay.
It's so much louder.
So that was a lot louder. But Justin just picked up a glove randomly to play catch with me, and it turns out that I guess this Nike is really loud. So we're gonna give it a couple because it might make. Is that even allowed, a guest appearance?
You make the rules.
Yeah. Which, if you've never seen this before, we literally just did a review on this on the second channel, Ball Glove King Reviews. Find it. Love you. Here. That was pretty good. Everyone agrees it sounds like the 44 is still just the loudest. Let's go. One more. The 44 won, okay? It's really not that big of a deal. I just like doing the pop test because a loud glove is a cool glove. Let's switch back to the good camera and field ground balls. Okay, I want to start by just showing you really quickly like the similarities between these two gloves. I'm going 2 in the pinky, finger out right here. Same thing over here. 2 in the pinky, finger out. Both of the gloves have rolled fingers. The problem is here is like, it's not a problem, it's just a difference. Flared thumb and pinky, spread out fingers. And then this one is a flared thumb, straight pinky, and the tingers. The fingers are tight. That's like the main difference. I'm not gonna lie. The Bobby Witt break-in feels delicious right now. The tight fingers make the glove feel a lot more structured, stronger basically. Let's see. As a reminder, these gloves are the same. One is an A2K, one is an A2000, but the actual pattern, the cutout, the shape, when you buy them, they are the same. I'm gonna start with the 1724 because this is like a crisp break-in. I'm more than happy to say that I like the Bobby Witt break-in more. My biggest fear is that balls might feel like they come out of the top of this one because of the looser fingers. We'll see. Oh, I caught that in my elbow. That was bad. That was bad, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I could feel it right there. If I like start letting go early at all, it shoots out of the top. Like the transfers on this glove almost just dump out of the top of the glove rather than me reaching my hand in. They just kind of like, I hate ground balls inside. They're just not like real. It popped out. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like in real life scenarios with this glove, I would have a problem with this right here. It's just a little too open. In real life, I bet at one point I would try tightening up those fingers. Let's take like 3 more. All right, last one, then on to Bobby Witt. That was so perfect. All right, sorry, one more. Okay, here's the takeaway from that. Glove feels fantastic. It doesn't feel like too soft or anything like that, but it feels like a funnel going up and out. On all these casual ground balls, I'm able to like make up for that. Basically, a lot of my transfers are happening like at the top of the glove. Like if I field here, it just shoots, but it is a literal shoot. It feels like a V. It just wants to kind of go up and out. Real life game scenarios or lunging for a ball, I feel like I would lose a few. They would just come out. Let's go Bobby Witt. As a reminder, these are the same glove. This is just an A2000, the other one's an A2K, and then the other difference is that this is broken in like Bobby Witt. So I have a feeling I'm gonna like it more because it just feels juicy right now. Let's go. Better transfer, smoother transfer, 1 ball in. More precise. It's not shaking as much. It's better, it's better. That was close to my nuts. All right, how about 4 more? Bad footwork. I reached for that like crazy.
Yeah, just one more. Uno más. We'll edit that out. Honestly, I think it's like pretty obviously the better glove, the better break-in. For the 1724 or the Bobby Witt glove, I think this glove gets so deep that the tightened fingers make all the difference in the world. It feels better. It feels like far more precise, better transfers, better pocket, Papa John's. I'm a really big fan. That feels really, really good. Here's the only problem. It is a really soft A2000. The actual glove itself, I like the quality of the A2K more. And it's not just because, oh, it costs that many more dollars. It's because A2000s are decreasing in quality because they're trying to sell to the dads who want to buy A2000s for their like middle schoolers. It's a huge difference lately, like massive difference. So watch out for that. The only reason it's a major problem is right now we're in this world where you could buy one A2000 that's like really stiff, and then you can buy the same exact A2000, like the same thing, same colors and everything, but then you get it in the mail and it's like super soft. We're in this weird in-between, major lack of consistency from Wilson, so watch out for that. The Bobby Witt break-in feels amazing on the 1724/Bobby Witt glove. Props to him, I love this thing. Feels fantastic. With that being said, if you're sending a glove to us and you want it broken in like Bobby Witt, just say that in the additional info section. Just say, hey, break it in just like Bobby. Love you guys. And then we will do that. We will do that for you. I think the video's over. Let's end it with a backflip, y'all. Love y'all.